Hey y'all. Happy Monday. No, happy Tuesday. I keep getting today mixed up. We was off yesterday. Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. I hope y'all had a good long weekend. Welcome back. We got stuff to talk about. Let's talk about it. Welcome in. As you come in, hit the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel if you have not already done so. We would appreciate that as well. We are going to talk about it. We got Cardi B, we got Michael Jackson, we got August Alsina. Yeah. What else do we have? Come on in. I'm going to also drop the link tonight. If anyone wants to come up, they can come up. Certainly do that. Thank y'all for being here on a Tuesday evening, our regular time. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Come on in. Come on in. Hit the link and come on up on the stage if you like, because we're going to talk about it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit the like. It's a free way to support the channel. I do appreciate you guys supporting the channel. Couldn't do it without you. So I appreciate that. Also, become a member. Go ahead and become a member to this channel. What else? All right. I don't see anyone in the chat, but if you're here, say hello to me so I can say hey back and recognize you for being here. Drop a hi in the chat or hello or what up or whatever. Let me know you're here so that I can acknowledge you because I appreciate your presence being here. Let me plug this up real fast. It's about to die. Y'all hold on. I gotta plug up my computer real quick. It's about to die. All right, so I'm back. Hey Sharon. Hey that boy. Hey y'all. Thank you for being here. Welcome to the channel. So glad that you're here. We appreciate it. Over here, we will drop the link if you want to come up and talk on the subject with us. That's fine. If not, you can participate in the chat with us, but we're just excited to have you. You are welcome over here, and we are very respectful over here of everybody's opinion. So again, welcome that boy and Sharon Green to Black Link Media Reporting Media. We appreciate you being here. Close this door. All right. So let's just get started here. Happy Tuesday, Harlem. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Tuesday. So I want to just out the gate just congratulate Cardi B for her win. Let me just explain myself. Let me do some splaining here. If I felt at any point that Cardi B was not being honest, that she probably did what that girl said, the plaintiff, Miss Ellis, said that she did, like I would have been like, I would have said that. I mean, I am a Cardi fan. For those of you that may not be, I am a Cardi fan, but I mean, I do believe in what's right is right, right? and you got to be called out on it. And so, but not one time in that trial over these 4 days, however many days it ran, that Cardi B was lying about anything. Now, we also talked about Cardi B back in 2018, and she was really hyper. She was really off the charts, right? She'd get down through there with anybody. Cardi's become a mother now, and she's kind of, she has matured and become a better person. But back then, with the allegations that Miss Ellis was accusing Cardi B of, like, people would say, Cardi, they would kind of side eye her and be like, I don't know, about I don't know about this, because that's what Cardi would do. Now, granted, yes, Harlem, we're gonna talk about that too. So, not one time during the trial did I think that she had did that to the girl. Let me tell you why. So we talked about this a few times on the live, and it was because when the plaintiff got on the stand, again, I'm going to say there was a lot of I don't know, I don't recall. Her story didn't really add up. And so that's what made me feel like something ain't right with this lawsuit. Like, this was, for me, a total money grab. Let me tell you some of the high points that I knew that Cardi was going to win, and I knew that it wasn't going to take till tomorrow for the jury to make their decision. At one point, they called a specialist in. Her name is Elizabeth. I can't remember her last name, but she's a psychologist or some kind of doctor. The Miss Ellis said that she made an appointment with her because of her PTSD, her anxiety, her depression, her this, her that. Her lawyers never called this lady to the stand to testify for her. Cardi B's team called this lady to testify to see if, in fact, she diagnosed this girl with PTSD and all those things she was claiming. That lady got on that stand and she was like, I never diagnosed her with that. She came in to see me and said that she had those things, but never once did I diagnose her with that. That's huge. You're on the stand saying that someone diagnosed you with these things, and that's who you saw, and you never was bringing her as a witness. Cardi B's people brought her as a witness. They was on it. And she testified that she said those things, but she never diagnosed her with those things. Second, they had a specialist that I think it was the plastic surgeon. Yes, he got on the stand. And what was significant about me knowing that Cardi B was going to win is because he slipped up and said that the scars on Miss Ellis's face had to happen from a right-handed person. There was only supposed to be one scar on her face. It ended up, he said, was 3. And there was on her cheek, not her nose. And in her deposition, she was saying it was her nose. Now, they came back. Miss Ellis' lawyer was like, now, do you mean just only a right-handed person could have did this? He said, no, a right left-handed person could have did it. But from my experience, my professional opinion, it's most likely that a right-handed person did that. That's number 2. There was a lot of things. The other thing was whenever the receptionist out of the doctor's office where Cardi was going, when she came out, she said she saw the altercation happen, that Miss Ellis had Cardi B up against the wall, like actually basically holding her hostage. And she was bigger than Cardi B, and she was yelling and screaming. They were both yelling and screaming at each other. She said she gets in. This is Cardi. This is the girl over here. This is Cardi up against the wall. She gets in between them, her back towards Cardi, and she ended up scratched in the face because this girl, Miss Ellis, is throwing punches trying to get to Cardi. Cardi never once threw a punch at her. The doctor came out and was like, get her to my office. At the point the doctor came out, And they got on the stand and testified to this. The doctor came out. They said the receptionist like, that was my cue to get Cardi out of there and get her to the office. Later on, about 3 months later, Miss Ellis calls and mind you, when the receptionist came out, she was like, you're at work. You're a security guard. You need to go back to your post and secure this building and not be up here arguing and fighting with patients. It don't matter if she's a celebrity or not. You're up here causing ruckus and you really need to go back to your post. And she was like, I don't even know if she heard me because she was screaming and hollering. Well, 3 months later, after the altercation, Miss Ellis calls this receptionist to come and testify on her behalf. And the receptionist was just being honest. She was like, honestly, I can't come to testify on your behalf because it would not help you what I would have to say because I need to tell the truth. And the truth is that you caused this altercation. You caused all of these problems by just simply not turning back around when Cardi asked you, why are you recording me? And she tried to walk fast. That was your out. Just go leave her alone. But yet you kept following her. So you caused all these problems. The next thing that I knew Cardi was going to win is because Miss Ellis said that on the stand that Cardi told her, I'm going to get you fired. Cardi said, I never said that. This is before the receptionist came out. This is before the doctor came out. Cardi's like, I never said I was going to get her fired. The doctor comes and gets on the stand and tells his story. He said, I heard all this ruckus. I run out and I see two individuals arguing, which one of them are my patients. So I'm concerned and very upset that the security guard is out here causing all these problems. He said, so after that happened, he said he called the building administrator and said she needs to be fired. This is not tolerated here. So he's the one that says she needed to be fired and she got fired, not Cardi B. So there was a lot that Miss Ellis got on that stand to say that she did that just wasn't corroborating with why she was there to testify. To have this lawsuit against Cardi B. So in closing arguments today, Miss Ellis's lawyer, now they've been saying this entire time it was never about money. His closing arguments was that long, and all he talked about was to the jury, you can put this amount to this, you can put this amount to this, you can even go 500,000 on this. So it was literally all about money. The plastic surgeon said he went ahead and did the work and understanding that Miss Ellis will pay him back. And he put a 20% addition on there because he was giving it to her on credit, knowing that she couldn't pay that in the first place. She could not afford his work, but it was dependent on her winning this case that he gave her that plastic surgeon, because a lot of times, and Cardi talked about this today in the press conference, that a lot of times celebrities will go ahead and settle with you. So not that she thought she was going to get $24 million out of Cardi, but she figured she would get something and at least the bills would be covered, right? They got nada, zero. All right. So there's a lot. All right. So in the closing arguments, they only talked about money. Cardi B's lawyer came back and ate their lunch. He pulled up videos. He had everything. It doesn't make sense. Use common sense. And this don't make sense. Like, this should be over like yesterday. So then after the closing arguments, and not only this, you guys, in court, the lawyers on both sides were into it, because the plaintiff's lawyer was like doing things that he shouldn't be doing, saying things he shouldn't be saying, telling Cardi to tell the plaintiff in her face what she said, like doing a lot of stuff, doing too much to where the judge had to get on him. So then today they got into it. Judge, you said this, and this, and he's still doing it. And he needs to be reprimanded, right? And judge was like, we can talk about that afterwards. And then after a break, because the verdict hadn't been read yet, but they took a real quick break and came back. When they came back, they was like, Cardi B, the plaintiff's lawyer was like, Cardi B went outside and on these premises at this courthouse, she threw a pin at news media, and she needs to be talked to about how she presents herself. Right? I agree with that. Now, you, Cardi, you are in here because of an assault. If you throw a pin and hit somebody, that's an assault. So stop. Right? So anyway, the judge was like, well, I can't control what happens on the outside of this building, but what I would say is just everybody treat everybody right, right? Well, he said this to me on break and he disrespected me on break. And Cardi B's lawyer was like, he's lying. That never happened. You should have seen them. I was like, they tripping. They tripping. So anyway, they calmed down. The jury went back and deliberated. I mean, it was so quick. And I said, like, they better not wait till tomorrow to make a decision because it's a no-brainer. Like, Cardi B won this clear and free and right and had the receipts, the witnesses, the everything to shut this girl down. So Cardi got a dub and she's 2-up. So she's 2-0 on the lawsuits. And she made it clear today in her press conference that she will not be settling. You want to sue me, and when I win, I'm going to now countersue. I'm going to give her a pass. I want y'all not to go search for her, look her up and do her wrong and talk about her. Let's just put it behind us. But I'm warning you. Let's see if we can hear some of these videos that she made today. So, oops, I gotta go back. Let's start with this one. Yeah, let's start with this one. And then let me share my screen. No, stop. That's my girl, Harlem. That's my girl. Or are you talking about the other girl? They're going to find her. All right, let's look at this one first. Now, it's a lag over here with the internet. I don't know why, but it'll pop up. There it is. It's on there, but it's a lag. Oh, I'm frozen. There we go. Oh, Harlem, can you put up the whatchamacallit before we play it? Let me pause it. We're going to put up the disclosure. No, Harlem, get off my homegirl. Man, y'all be on my homeboy right now. Somebody know. They need to quit disrespecting her. So while Harlem, if you will, while she's putting up the disclaimer, this scene right here that we're about to watch is the scene where they take a break and Cardi comes out. This is before she even knows the verdict. So we're just taking a quick break from court and she's coming out and we'll hear what happens and we'll talk about that as it happens. So while you get that, I'm going to go ahead and play it. Then we'll put it up. Okay. This is for entertainment purposes only, and we want to get it started. So let me make sure. There is the Fair Use Act, okay? All right, let's get it started. Well, let me take it off so I can hit play. All right, we're going to add it to the stage. I hate the delay. Come on. This one might not work. We might have to get the other one. Let me go back over here.
What's the verdict? Hey, Cardi, you're beautiful.
Thank you.
Cardi, insiders are claiming that Offset is publicly bragging about getting you pregnant for the 4th time. Do you foresee any paternity issues with Stephon Diggs?
Stop disrespecting me. Don't disrespect me.
I got
How
another
you
marker
feeling?
Cardi, your court look is amazing. Who
You're
are you
amazing,
wearing?
Cardi. I still love you, even though you just threw some stuff at
I
me.
don't care. You're disrespectful. Don't do that. Do you see women asking those type of questions to me? Do you see women asking those questions to me?
It's legit.
Why do you feel as a man you got to ask me those type of questions? Act like you have some manners. And your mama taught you respect women.
All right, Cardi.
Go ahead, Rom. Do what's up.
Can somebody hand me my marker? Right behind you.
That's right. It's New York all day.
I appreciate it. I still love you, Cardi.
All right, so let's stop right here. Now, I want to know, let me remove it. So I'm not sure if you guys heard, let me get it off here. All right, so there you have it. Now, I'm not sure if you guys heard it, but we know if you guys are on YouTube enough, you guys know who Donat is, right? So Donat is a YouTuber. Donat just got out of jail as well, so I'm glad to see that he got out of jail, and he went down to the courthouse and he kind of put it out there because the rumor is that Cardi B is pregnant. The rumor is that Cardi B allegedly, this is all alleged, that she's pregnant by Stephon Diggs. What Donat was saying is that Offset has confirmed that he put baby number 4 in Cardi, and would she be able to pass? Would she have a problem with the paternity test? What I want to know from y'all in the chat, or come up and talk to me on the stage, because I respect everybody. Do you guys think that Donat was wrong for asking that question at that time? Like, is that disrespectful to Cardi B? Or is that what comes with being a celebrity and anything can be thrown out to you? Let me point out, because Harlem has mentioned it, Cardi B, in my opinion, I'm a fan, but she shouldn't have gone out there and allowed Donat to get to her because a verdict had not even been read yet. And she threw a pen, reminded me of her throwing the microphone out in the audience. And that just tells me that her ticker is short. We already knew that about her, right? Now, also, she didn't think before she did that, she could have assaulted him. The pen could have actually landed on him, and he could have sued her for assault with a pen. She has to think before she acts. So in the chat, if y'all will, let me know your thoughts. Was Donat the YouTuber? Oh, I don't think he's on YouTube no more. I think he's on Stitch or whatever it's called. I don't know. But he was there, and that's who did it. Was he wrong for posing that question at a civil court, talking that involved assault, not anything to do with her personal life? Or do you guys believe, and let's just your honest opinion, do you believe that when media comes out there, it's no telling what people will say, and you gotta be the bigger person, be like, I'm lit anyway, so whatever he say, I know who my baby daddy is, because it's kind of looking like she's pregnant, but I don't know. It has not been confirmed. I haven't heard Cardi say she was pregnant, but it just kind of looked like it. I don't know. We don't know. We can't confirm it, but I would like to know from you guys in the chat, what do you think about Cardi B throwing the pen at the media, at Donat specifically? And then once she did it, she let him know, don't disrespect me. Do you see anybody else out here with those type of questions? But at the end of the day, wherever Donat goes, he's asking hard questions to those celebrities when they walk out that door. He does that. That's his MO. That's what he does. It's not like and I don't even feel like Donat does it in like being disrespectful. The question is posed, and I want to know what you got to say about it. Well, you're talking to Cardi B, and Cardi B kind of lost it for a hot second without the verdict even being read. What do y'all think? Hey, Right, thank you for being here. So we're talking about Cardi B for right now. Catch up real quick. And we want to know what y'all are thinking. Go ahead. It's 7 people in the chat. Thank y'all so much for being here. I wish y'all would more of y'all would come on the stage and talk to me, but it's okay. I'll talk to y'all like this. But just leave it in the chat what you think. Was the media wrong, specifically the not, or was this to be expected? Is this to be expected as a celebrity? So Harlem says, and I agree, Donat is messy. He was wrong only because Offset has said it's not his, and Offset has definitely said it is not his child. So I feel like, but that's who Donat is, right, Harlem? Like he is. He's going to be the messy one out there. He's going to be the one asking the questions that nobody else will ask when it comes down to it. And so that's what he did. So Harlem says Donat is messy. He was wrong only because Offset has said it wasn't. What else? Anybody else have an opinion on that before we get to her next, after the verdict, before we get to her next video? Let me see where my friend is. Just a second. I'm waiting for some responses, y'all. Talk to me. Let me see. All right. She needs to. All right, I agree. I know that I am a fan, but Harlem, you're saying the right things. Cardi has to take positive and negative as a celebrity, and she's not just a celebrity; like she's a big celebrity. She's an A-lister. She's not a C-lister. She's an A-list celebrity. And when your life is displayed out in the public, you just gotta suck that up, Cardi. You just gotta know when to just bring it back in. Especially you're sitting in court for an assault lawsuit. And again, if it wasn't Donat and anybody else and that pen would have landed, you definitely would have had another lawsuit for assault. We got to stop. You got kids. And if you're pregnant, that's going to be kid number 4. You got to stop, Cardi, because eventually they're not gonna people ain't gonna allow you to keep assaulting. But she did not hit that woman. She did not hit this woman. She did not assault her. She was pregnant with her first child, and she was trying to be safe and go see what was going on, because she said she had felt crazy that day. She was just only there for the celebrity basketball event that day. That's the only reason she was in LA, because she didn't live in LA. She lived in Atlanta. She needs to show better behavior as a mother. Exactly. And I agree. So I can't, right is right. I love me some Cardi, but we gotta do better, Cardi, as a woman, just as a respectful woman, for respect for yourself, and as a mother. As a mother, I know it pisses you off. I know the things that people say, and especially when they get it wrong, and you know what the truth is. I know you don't like that, but you gotta have self-control. You gotta have that self-control. Don't let Donat piss you off. Don't let the media piss you off. The media is liable to say anything. All right, so let's move on. I didn't get any more responses from anybody. That's okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play the next video. Now, this video is the video where she, after the verdict was read, this is her response. Actually, we didn't even hear from her lawyers yet. So I want to try to get a hold of her lawyer to talk to me. So let me see. I think it's this one. But y'all can still respond if you're there. Let me know you're here. All right. Nope, that was the angry one. That's not the one we need. We need the other one. Bring us back. And I think it would be Cardi. Where's Cardi? Is it this one, Cardi? Download. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. All right. So let me make sure y'all are still here. Yep. And yep. All right, so again, this is the one where after she won, she did her thing. Her lawyer.
Yeah, appreciate that. And I want to thank everybody at home supporting me.
Share my screen. Share. Okay, so where'd it go? Download. Right there. Oh, I see what I'm doing wrong. Download. Right there. How come I can't get it? Share my screen. Yeah. Download. Okay.
Yeah, appreciate that. And I want to thank everybody at home supporting me. I know you guys having a little key with the moment, but to be honest with you, I have missed my kids' first day of school today. I missed my kids' last week of school yesterday because of this. And I'm not even playing around. I would, even if I'm in my deathbed, I swear to God, I will say it in my deathbed. I did not touch that woman. I did not touch that girl.
All right, so file into desktop move. All right. Is that it?
Yeah, appreciate that. And I want to thank everybody. I know you guys having a little key with the moment, but to be honest with you, I have missed my kids' first day of school today. I missed my kids' last week of school yesterday because of this. And I'm not even playing around. I would, even if I'm in my deathbed, I swear to God, I will say it in my deathbed. I did not touch that woman. I did not touch that girl.
We believe it.
All right, so this was after she got her head on right. And she said that she didn't do it. She thanked everybody. She also said it's a longer video out there that said that it's a longer video out there that said that, you know, she appreciated everybody at home and people supporting her, but don't go look for the woman. Let's just let it go. So what are we thinking about this? Like, did she revive herself, or are we still saying, Cardi, you need to just calm yourself down? But she was excited about it. And that's where she got the win. That's her attorney right there. That man went in on the plaintiff and his lawyer, and he just simply calmly won this case for Cardi B because he listened to everything that was said in there. And when he had his closing arguments, which was way longer than the plaintiff's arguments, the plaintiff's lawyer, he really didn't even like have anything to stand on for his client. Like, he came in there and he felt like the plaintiff's lawyer felt like he was a lot of times not prepared to fight for this. He was like not in the know. He had got some dates wrong. Even when he was cross-examining Cardi B, and Cardi B was like, "Did you just say December? Because this didn't happen in December." He's like, "Oh yeah." So all around, this lawyer and his client just was not going to. When they walked through the door, they wasn't going to win. So the plaintiff, one last thing, and we can move on. The plaintiff brought her grandmother and her mom in as witnesses, the only two witnesses that they brought, and maybe the plastic surgeon. Brought them in, and one was in Las Vegas when it happened, one was at home when it happened. And she said that they're her witnesses. They were saying it absolutely, they saw the scratches. They knew it was Cardi B because she told them it was Cardi B. It was just all hearsay from her witnesses that can't stand up in court. Like, you can't bring somebody there that was not there, that didn't see it. And the only reason Cardi was able to bring that receptionist and that doctor is because they saw it with their own eyes and they intervened, and there were some conversations about that. Well, Cardi's lawyer was like, "All right, it's nice. You call your grandmother, your mom, and your mom's going to believe their child. They're not going to say my child is lying. But the first thing you did after the situation is you went home and took a nap because you was tired. You wasn't so didn't have anxiety. You weren't hurt and beat up. And it took you 3 years before you even decided you were going to sue." And when she went to see the specialist, she didn't say she was going to sue Cardi B. Somebody got in her ear and said, "Hey, you might want to try to do this because celebrities kind of settle. They don't want to be in the limelight. But with Cardi B, y'all better be careful suing Cardi B because she coming for you." That's my spiel on Cardi B. I wanted to get it out there. We can get it past us now. We can move on. Cardi B's rolling out her new album. We have long been awaiting for. And so far, Cardi B, so good. You hit the nail on the head again. We did hear from Patience, who is her PR person, who she mentioned Patience in one of her singles, that she was on the yacht. And then Patience kind of talked about that. And like, it was like the line was like, Patience be like, "What the F?" And Patience was like, "Well, she is a grown woman and Cardi does what she want to do. And sometimes when Cardi B do things, she was like, I do be like, what did you do that for, Cardi?" But she said she ain't, you can't control a grown woman. She said now Cardi has done some things and have come to her and be like, "Patient, what have I done? All right, I did it. I said it. Oh, well, can't take it back now," and just move on with her life. Like, Cardi B is unfiltered. She don't care. She don't care. I like it. So he says the interviews are going to find her simply because she lost. Yeah, so that's what I think. And I would even want her to come and talk to us on this platform, even though I am a Cardi B fan. Like, I don't know, she probably, when she see this, she wouldn't come and see it anyway. But it's the truth. I mean, she just flat out lost. But I talk to anybody and I respect them. So, but anyway, people are gonna already have reached out to her. People are gonna already talk to her. She's already done talked to somebody after court. So it's not like, just forget it. I lost, move on. I think she'll talk. So that's that. And they will find her. And the Cardi B fans will, I guess, go in on her. I'm not sure. But I believe Cardi B from the get. All right, I'm going to remove that. Let's put this in here because I'm going to get you. All right. So what's next? Let's remove that. I was kind of glad to see this right here. Let me see if I put it in here. I don't think I did. Let me go find it. Y'all give me just a second. I want to talk about Wendy Williams for just a brief second. If I can get it up. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for hitting the like. There is a heart at your bottom right, if you guys just hit the heart that actually draws in traffic as well, hit it a couple of times for us. I would appreciate that. And then let me see if I can get this to send over. And then go back. Y'all, I've been trying to figure out this StreamYard because I'm going to become a pro at it. Just give me some time, but I'm learning how to get my videos and stuff up. So this is just real brief because I want to talk to you guys about what I'm hearing about Wendy Williams. Let's see if we can get it up. All right, let me share my screen. You guys, hey, Alberta, welcome back. Man, I haven't seen you in a minute, Alberta. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. We missed you. All right, so Wendy Williams. Let's talk about Wendy Williams really quick. It's kind of lagged, so maybe it's coming up. There it is. Did we get it? Yeah, so if you guys see this right here, Wendy Williams' dad and her brother are headed to see Wendy Williams. And this is what her brother had to say. Let me get it over here because I don't think you guys can see it. He said, Wendy Williams' brother said, Dad and I are traveling up to visit Wendy. Enough is enough with this bull. This man is tired of waiting. The guardianship are broken down. The guardianship and the broken down system is so unfair. So basically, they are going to go to see Wendy. And I don't know if brother and dad have something up their sleeves, if they got some help. Like, I just feel like everything with Wendy is at a standstill. But what they have come out and said is that Wendy now is not interested in coming back to TV, that she's interested in like traveling across the nation to talk about how guardianship is so corrupt and broken down. So my question to you guys would be, like, and before I say that, I want to back up because I don't feel like Wendy is ready to be just full blown on TV right now either. I did like the idea of a podcast maybe once a week. Hey Montana, hey, you made it. About her being on a podcast maybe one time a week, where she would have several days to look at the content and really see what she wanted to talk about, but to full blown be on TV, I don't think she was ready. I think one step at a time, and that's getting her out of the guardianship with her family and then building up on what's next for her career, if for wherever she lands. But being on TV full time, I didn't think that was a good idea. But now they're saying, yes, he is. Yes, and he is has to travel to see her. And it's so sad. But they're just saying that she's saying, okay, no TV for me. I don't want that anymore. I just want to travel and I want to talk about this guardianship thing and bring light to it. Because truth be told, before I started doing YouTube, I never knew about a guardianship that people could actually, if you had all this money and the bank felt like the money was being misused by your child, that all of this would come behind it, right? So she wants to go and she wants to travel and talk about that. Do you guys think, I think that's a brilliant idea for her, but people are kind of saying, well, yeah, they're trying to put it out to the media like she don't want to be on TV because she really ain't able to remember things like she did. She's not the same Wendy, and she can't really do TV like she did it before. Like that chapter is gone. And so what do you guys think about, and again, you guys, the link is down there if you want to talk about it. And if you don't, it's okay. But I'm gonna keep asking until somebody come up here. But what do you guys think about Wendy just not doing TV again and just go ahead and travel across this nation and bring light to guardianship and how corrupt it is? I think it's a good idea. Like, I think that she would do good at it. She's been in it, right? She's walked in it. She's a victim of it. And I think that she would bring some good information to people that don't know or don't understand the guardianship thing. So I think that that would be great for her. What do you guys think about that? Let me know in the chat what you're talking about, what you're thinking. All right. All right, so we'll get that off, you guys. But anyway, again, we just continue to pray for Wendy, that things will get better for her. I hate that her father is 94 years old and that her father has to travel somewhere, get on a flight to go see his daughter when basically they could allow her once or twice, 3 times a month to go see her father, who's 94, who she needs to go see because he's elder and he needs, but thank God he's up and walking and able to do what he does. But still, it just don't seem fair. It just doesn't seem fair. So Wright said that a podcast would work. She spoke out about No Diddy and looks like he'll finally be punished for his misdeeds. Do her and keep it moving. Yeah, I agree. I think a podcast would work. I think once a week, the Wendy Williams show, whatever, on a podcast. Once a week, this is the topics we're talking about, and give her some time, then let her rest, then give her some few days to gather more content, be ready for the next week. I think that will work perfectly. I don't even see why that couldn't work while she's in guardianship. She don't get to do nothing else. Why can't she? Because she's going to be talking about that guardianship, and they ain't liking it. They ain't liking that. Hi, Montana.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good, and you?
I'm doing good.
Good.
What's up, Harlem? What's up, y'all?
All right, so that's that. I want to talk about what you got. You ready for us, Montana, on yours? Or maybe not.
I haven't been doing. I haven't. With talking about with the YSL Woody.
Yes, we could hold that for our Freestyle Friday if you want to.
We can, all right, because I don't want to. Yeah.
Is that okay? We can do it. I just want you to be ready. I mean, if you was, I don't mind, but if you want to wait till Friday, it's cool. All right, so we'll move on to the next. So I want to talk about Michael Jackson and I want to talk about Michael Jackson and the people versus Michael Jackson. Here's my first thing about that. I don't know if anybody's seen it or if anybody even paid attention. Michael Jackson is no longer with us. And I don't understand why we continue to talk about this, but they continue to bring it up. And so there's the documentary. And it came on last night. And so they talked about a couple of things that I want to get to. Basically, going back to the young kids that also I like to talk about Cardi B verdict, not guilty. So we talked a long time about that, Alberta, already. So, but we can recap.
So she was found not guilty?
Cardi B won.
Okay. That's good.
Unanimously. You guys got to go back and hear the replay because we spent a good deal talking about it and playing videos on it. But she was the jurors were all unanimous on every question. Was like, did she? Okay, I'm gonna keep going, but that's my topic. But did she like? They was like, was the plaintiff able to prove this, and this? And it was all no, she wasn't able to prove it. Nope, 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 nope. And was this a unanimous decision? Yes. So she won. I was reading what he was saying. I think this is about the Michael Jackson thing. He said the document came out in 2022 and is being re-aired. Yes, media packaging can make it look like it's new or salacious to get more views. TMZ did this with the whole really kill. Right. Yeah, and they just called it something else. So I just want to talk about it really quick. You're right, that boy. That's what I think happened. Because I'm like, we already know all this stuff. But there was a couple of things that I did catch though. So the documentary was all about Michael Jackson and keeping young boys on Neverland and how the mothers were allowing their boys to be there. And this particular mother allowed Michael Jackson to come to her house and sleep in the bedroom with her son. And she allowed them to go to Neverland, and he got to sleep in the room with Michael Jackson. At one point, one of the siblings said that he had walked up the stairway to Michael Jackson's room and he could see through the stairs, he could see through the stairs where Michael had his hand in his sibling's private, and Michael had his other hand in his pants. And he said that's what he saw. There were previous employers that were on this documentary that said that they even saw things, and they actually said something about it, but no one did anything about it. They talked then, like the day that this victim, I'm gonna tell you his name because I really want to get that right.
All of them gonna have bad luck for the rest of their lives. Why would you want to do all that on the dead man?
Yeah, and this is what I'm saying. Okay, all this has already come out. Why are we like bringing it up again? What can happen? He's deceased. Like, what can happen to him? But Jordan Chandler is one that he was the first one that they had a lawsuit against. And when he became an adult, like he left the country because his mom and everybody was trying to get him to get on the stand and talk about what happened at Neverland, right? And so he didn't want to testify. So he left the entire country and was like, he didn't want to be bothered. He said that there was going to be a $200 million settlement. And really the jurors that found Michael Jackson not guilty, they came on that documentary, and they said that that they believed that Michael had done something, after hearing the testimonies of the victim, testimonies of like the employees. There was just a lot of stuff that was brought up that they believed was true. But for some reason, like there was one of the reasons, or one of the things that got Michael found not guilty was that they were saying that he was holding this family hostage, and because the allegations had came out, he wouldn't let them leave Neverland, and that he had them. So they were doing a documentary, and when the cameras went off from who was doing the documentary, Michael Jackson's cameras kept running, right? And that Michael talked them into making this video to make it look like life was so good. Like, we called Michael Jackson daddy. He treated us like his own kids. He was there for us. He helped us in anything we needed. Like, this was the video was saying. But then and so how Michael Jackson's lawyer fought that was like, you see this video, that they made this video on their own. They were not held hostage. They love him. They spoke good about him. So there was a lot of stuff that they would bring forth, the Michael Jackson's lawyer, to say that Michael was this good person. So whenever the victim, this young boy, got on the stand to testify, Michael Jackson suddenly went into the hospital. He went in the hospital and he didn't show up for court. And that judge said, "You got 1 hour to get to court, else I am putting a bench warrant out and he's going to jail today." They got him to court in his pajamas, and they actually let Michael Jackson go and was like, felt sorry for him and that, he shouldn't be there or whatever. And so they kind of distracted from this victim's testimony. At the end of the day, Michael Jackson was found not guilty, but I just struggle with the fact that it's 2025, and as long as Michael Jackson has been deceased, why are we still putting out documentaries about Michael Jackson and the young boys? Because if he did it, he can never hurt anybody again.
Lawsuit loaded. The family about to sue.
I mean, because that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, what are we doing here? Why do we have? Because I just happened to run across this documentary, and I was like, Michael Jackson, like, what are we talking about this still for? He went through a whole. He said, Michael Jackson lawyer said that Randy Jackson, his brother, called him and was like, "We need you to represent Michael, and we need you to, this is why they just out for money." And he said when he got there, Michael Jackson stood way in the back of the room, and all of his handlers were talking to the lawyer. And he said finally Michael Jackson told him, "They just want my, what do you call it? Masters. They just want my masters, and they want all of my money, and they want to take me down, and I need you to help me get me out of this." And he got him out of it. Yep, that's where they're running it at.
So you don't think the family probably got a lawsuit loaded that's gonna come out?
Are we talking about like the family who they're saying accused Michael?
No, the Jackson family.
Family?
Yeah.
I don't know that they can do that since it's really a rerun. It had already been played. But why do they continue to not let him rest in peace? Like Aubrey Allen is saying, "Hi, Aubrey, welcome to my channel."
Because they could sue for emotional distress and all that. Because now you bringing up old memories for
opening up old wounds,
and they could say they suffering mentally from it.
And there's a part 2 tonight that came on.
And say they still grieve. They can say they still grieving and for mentally and all that stuff.
Yeah. Well, so look what Wright put. He was like, any money made off of recent album sales, streams, etc., all go to the state family. So but not the documentaries, right? So they won't make money off of documentaries and stuff like that? Or does it depend? I mean, like,
I mean, they should because his name's still copywritten.
Exactly. Aubrey Allen says Michael didn't do it. Michael did not do it.
And you making names off labels he was signed to and all this other stuff. So you ain't making money off no label or something of a company that he was signed to, and they ain't getting that.
Oh, so it does. It says it depends on what the contract says, which is right, Montana? Like whatever the contract says.
You ain't making millions of dollars off this documentary mentioning my company with Michael involvements, and I ain't getting that out of it.
And then, but I get that. I'm like, why would you continue to do that? Like, it's got to be nothing but money behind it. People just want money, and they know people are going to watch it. If you mention Michael Jackson, many fans as he had, they're going to watch it. They're going to make the money. I urge everyone to actually read the 2005 court transcript and not that documentary. I agree. I want to read it. I want to read. I'm sorry, Montana. Thank you for putting that up there. I do want to get my hands on that. If anybody got it, if I can get a hold of it, I want to read it because I want to actually see what the court transcript says, because we don't get the full story just on a documentary. It's in and out, the highlights of it. Go ahead.
Like I said, there's plenty of money to be made out there. Why would you want to make a documentary about the bad things of a dead man, of a deceased man? There's plenty of money out there. You could make a whole documentary movie like how y'all did with Tina Turner, how y'all did with James Brown and all that. Why y'all want to do one on Aretha Franklin? Why y'all want to do one on Whitney Houston? Those was legends.
Yep. Of all people, why do you keep going back and it's like this? They'll continue to get paid. Whatever they're doing, they're getting paid off of it.
I come out with a Aretha Franklin movie or a Whitney Houston movie.
Hmm. Oh, that boy is free. Okay, I'm gonna look for it. I need that. Aubrey says the Jackson family has a bio coming out with Jermaine's son playing my. Oh, thank you for that. Keep me posted on that, Aubrey. What else we got? Did I miss something up here? Depends on. I think I got everything. So yeah, I was just wanting to dig into that and see what.
Even do a movie on the legend Angie Stone.
Yes, like why are we doing that? And that
Yeah.
may happen, but we could do that. They could do that,
Or
and people.
or do a or do a documentary movie on Kobe Bryant. Have somebody act as a Kobe Bryant from high school basketball player to the NBA.
And people will watch.
Yeah.
People will watch that. They said so, like they even had flight attendants on there, and the flight attendant was like, every time he came on there, that he or when they was gonna fly, he would request the same pilot, the same what do you call those flight attendants, and that he would request the same pilot, same a flight attendant, and then KFC, and then he's probably spent money. He's probably spent about $100,000 with them every month. But he said that he would ask for a Coca-Cola or Dr. Pepper can, I can't remember, and they would put wine in that. And when the little boys would ride with him, that he would give the boys that Dr. Pepper can and they would drink wine. But other people were saying no, he poured the wine in the can for himself. He didn't want other people to know he was drinking wine. So they kind of changed it and said he was giving it to the young boys.
But you can't prove that.
Yeah, but
So
what
that's a
was
defamation of character.
interesting? Well, the stewardess said she poured it up. So, but I mean, she didn't say that, but she never said that he gave it to the. I don't think she said he gave it to the boys when they got on the plane. But what happened also, they said that whenever the investigators went and did and searched his home, they had a warrant on his home. That where the nude magazines and it was the nude magazines and maybe the liquor, the booze, wherever they said he kept it in a lockbox, the little boy told him where it was. They went exactly there and they found fingerprints of Michael Jackson and the little boys on the magazine, the porn magazines. Let me see. Another person that was trying to get their master, Angie Stone, winded up unalived. And then Prince God is a master, and he will wind up. Who Alberta? Prince God is on master, and he wound up. Is she saying that Prince wound up dead? I don't know. Say that again, Alberta. I watched it. They said wine and vodka. Yes, wine and vodka. And they said that that's where the boy told him it was in the location. They told him where it was. Everything that the little boy told them where things were, they went right to that spot, and that's where the stuff was. But my thing is, if you have all that solid evidence, what happened that it got thrown out? Why didn't he? Was it the money because he was Michael Jackson? He said they was like so pissed because after, like, when Michael Jackson would come after court, there was billions of fans out there, not billions, but there were so many fans out there, and they was like, free Michael's innocent. And y'all remember he got up on the black SUV and they was like, he's making this into a concert, like he's not fighting for his life or whatever. They was mad at Michael Jackson. They was mad at him. Maybe that's why they keep spewing his name, trying to put him in a bad light, saying he messed with little boys. I don't know. Prince had his own. Oh, yes. Okay, that's what it was. Prince had
I remember the day that that when Michael died, I was in AIT training when I was in the military when Mike died.
I remember what he did. I remember.
And he had that gold casket. I remember all that.
I remember that.
He was the first person I ever seen with a gold casket.
I was so sad. Pure gold. But that doesn't prove anything. I'm sorry, kids are nosy. You're right. Like I'm in Michael Jackson's house when ain't nobody looking. Like, what can I find? But they said it was in a locked safe, though, too, Harlem. They said it was in a locked safe. And that boy said it's because the kids would go through my same thing Carlin is saying. Yep. Yep. Same thing. So yeah, I mean, it's on again tonight. I don't know what else they're going to talk about, but I guess it concludes tonight. There's a part two.
I want
But
to ask you this question:
uh-huh.
if he was still alive today, you think his whole life would be HELL right now,
I think
or his life would be in shambles?
it was it was yeah, I do. And let me tell you why I think that. Because if you think about it, people with a lot of money, black folk, billionaires, are being taken down, or being exposed or taken
It'd have
down.
been more people. It'd have been
And
more people come out and say when they was a kid he did this.
yep, and I think that it would be exactly what's happening to everybody else.
The
I
Bill
think that
Cosby, all that.
Bill Cosby element, I think that he would be a target. I do. I think that he already was living hell, he said, because all he wanted was those medications. He just wanted to sleep. He just wanted them, give me more, give me more. And so
But the thing about it is, we didn't know as the world, as us. Well, I'm gonna say the world as us. We didn't know what fentanyl was until Michael Jackson death.
yeah, I had no clue. I had never heard of nothing like that. That boy says other witnesses in who were also in Neverland confirmed that it's in the transcripts. Oh, I want to read that so bad. And then Wright said, yes, he was open about Tommy Mottola and the head of Sony. So that's why, and that's another reason why I think his life would be a living hell right now because of those things. And that's one of them. And Tommy Mottola was on there too, but he was speaking blatantly about them. And so I think these days in 2025, Montana, I believe he would be one of the prospects. Just like Epstein, just like the rest of them, he would be a target, especially because they were so angry that he didn't get found guilty. They was angry about that. Even though Michael Jackson had a ton of fans, he didn't have nothing to worry about. But there was a lot of people that was mad because they believed that he was. Look at that man.
You know who that was that died last year? The one that was what they said the glove don't fit.
Must have quit. There was the one that was OJ.
Yeah, O.J. Simpson, right? You
Don't
remember when?
quit.
You remember when he passed away? It was on the news, and the first thing the news played was that police chase.
What'd you say? I'm sorry, I was reading that. What'd you say?
You remember last year when O.J. Simpson passed away, and when the news broadcasted it that he passed away, they showed the police chase.
Yep. Said nothing nice about him. They didn't really have
Yeah,
nothing to say
and
about
then
him.
you had everybody making on the Facebook memes and all that with the what it was
Yeah.
with
They
with
was
the little.
they did him bad. They did him bad because he got acquitted.
Mm-hmm.
They believe. Do you believe OJ did that or has something to do with it? Just your opinion?
Yeah, yeah,
Me too. Unfortunately,
yeah,
I
yeah.
always have.
Because
I,
why would somebody else want to do it?
yeah, and I have always, even though I followed it the whole way through, and I just believe that he did. Like he was mean to her, he abused her, and he just went on a. I think he just went on a rampage, and he lost his mind.
On
And
drugs or anything, yeah.
And allegedly, I can't confirm, but allegedly he was on drugs that made him really,
Hmm.
So I just do.
Because you got to look at it like not only just because of that, who would have benefited from her death but him?
Right. Absolutely. No one else had a vendetta against her.
It
for
ain't
no.
about the vendetta. We talking about insurance money. Like who would have benefited from
Oh,
it?
so now did he get insurance money off of her? Because I don't. They were
Um,
together.
that was his wife, ain't it?
They were divorced.
Oh, well then no.
Yeah, they were divorced. She had went on, moved on, and he would not let her go. They weren't even living together. And the man went to deliver the food, and he just happened to be over there and got caught in the crossfire because if he saw anything, he was going to tell it. So he had to get him too. That's just
Yeah,
my opinion only. It's what I think.
yeah. But yeah, I believe that he did, in my opinion, allegedly. You
Yeah,
know,
I don't know that he did that all by himself. Like, was there somebody else that helped? But that was bad.
because the simple fact that they had probable cause to arrest him and for him to stand trial.
Yep. And somehow
He
his
just
lawyer,
had a good enough lawyer.
he just had a good enough lawyer, and he won. Like, I was
Just
not
like
expecting it to be a not guilty. I
just
was.
just like with 2 weeks ago with
Yep.
Hernandez Govan. If he had a public defender, he'd have lost that trial. Fair, he would have just lost. He would have lost that trial.
You would have lost
He
the
had a
trial.
good enough lawyer to point certain things out. To win it,
He would have lost, I think, with a public defender.
or a state appointed.
Hmm.
Because
So
the man, yeah,
it all depends on who's representing you. So anyway, that's I don't think he was involved. Oh, Harlem, get yourself up here, girl. You don't think he had anything to do with it? They found his blood on the scene. They found his blood on the glove or something. They found blood spots in his car. Where did that come from? They found his blood on the scene. Of
I'm gonna tell y'all this, and I don't have nothing to hide because I done did an interview. With the interview and explain this. With a person that was charged with the same type of charge,
yeah.
you know, if not, if they have proper cause to arrest you and incarcerate you and take you to trial, 9 out of 10 you had something to do with it. It's up to you to keep your mouth closed and get a good lawyer to fight it to beat it.
Because okay, I need so Harlem and whoever
Bec-
else think that maybe he did not. Oh, go ahead, Montana, and then I'll ask my question.
because not only that, you dealing with the Rudy Poo police departments, where I stay at or where we stay at, but we talking about Los Angeles, one of the biggest, most high technology police departments in the world, high advanced police departments in the world. They had more technology than Chicago PD and NYPD and all that before. You know what I'm saying? We talking about the biggest one in the world.
Yeah.
So if they had proper cause to get you, you did it. It's just up to you to keep your mouth closed, use your Fifth Amendment right. Use your Fifth Amendment right, and get the best lawyer that you can to fight it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but so she's saying they found Caucasian hair found on Ron and Nicole. I get that, and it didn't match anyone in the case. But why was his blood on the scene? That's why I'm saying, did he get somebody to help him do it, or do you just really believe he was nowhere around? My question that I was going to ask, also, Harlem, when you answer that, why did he run like that? Why did he put him on a high speed chase and just go turn himself in and say, "I'll help you find whatever it is," but it ain't me? What was the chase for? What was you running from? That's my question. And then Wright said it's easy to fake a glove not fitting. Plus, there was a glove already on his hand. Yeah.
And then plus another thing, when they like if they have suspicion, or how they say a person of interest. If you was a person of interest to be questioned, and they interview you while they're investigating, and your alibi checks out, they let you free to go. But for him to be incarcerated and go to trial, they had something,
Mm-hmm,
and he
mm-hmm.
just had a good enough lawyer to beat it, and he
Yeah.
kept his mouth closed. He never, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He had
And
he remained silent.
Yeah, he said nothing. And just like we are debating this, like it was like that. Like some people, a lot of people thought he did that, but a lot of people said he ain't had nothing to do with that. He just ran because he was black. He didn't know what they was gonna do to him. That's what Harlem is saying here. I
Like
just like
like y'all out there in the everyday world, and how many people y'all walk past that probably done killed 2 or 3 people and never was charged, and you will never know.
you never know that. You'll never know. That's what's crazy. So that's all. That's what I wanted to say on the Michael Jackson thing is that I just was found it really strange that we were having a documentary about him, about his path, that he's not even here. Why are we still doing that? And now I like your concept, Montana. Why are we not talking about Angie Stone? Why are we not doing that? Do we really know that was his blood, or are we going to, or going by what they say? At this point, of course, you know me, I'm going by what they said. They said they found the blood on the scene. I believe OJ and somebody else attacked his wife, and me too. I just do. I do, Alberta. I just do. Um, and I don't think that he did it alone. I don't know.
Like with me, right? Say for instance, if I was OJ, right? All right. When I got locked, when you, especially when you get locked up, right? Say for instance, I get locked up
Mm-hmm.
for the case, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I weigh 160 pounds. If by the time I go to trial 3 or 4 years later, I done
And
gained over 100 another something pounds. So of course, I ain't gonna be able to fit that glove.
yeah, yeah,
Cause what you do in a jail cell all day, but eat and lay down because you locked down.
yeah, it's true. So there was a lot of controversy around that, and then years later, he ends up going to prison anyway.
But yeah, I
Um,
don't know what. Like, talk about Kobe. Talk about, you know what I'm saying. There's a lot of people out there to talk about. That was legends. Make movies about that. Those $1 million movies, hundred
oh
million dollar movies.
yeah, and I know that Kobe is deceased. I know Angie Stone is deceased, but Michael Jackson been deceased. Like, come on, let's catch up. Let's do some different documentaries about different folk. So yeah.
But the thing about it is, though, I always said this right here. Like, say for instance, like somebody in your city, right? They're known for shooting up parties. They're known for selling drugs. They known for doing bad. They rob and steal. But when they pass away, everybody got so much good to say about it. You realize that?
Mm-hmm,
And I always thought, like, why people always got something good to say. They know what this man was able, what he was doing.
mm-hmm. Right.
So I guess that's what they're doing to him. I don't know.
Yeah, she said his kids with Nicole were close to him until they died. They were in the house. If it was him, they wouldn't be bothered. His kids are passed away, or is she talking about till he passed away with Nicole? The kids with Nicole were in the house. If it was him, they wouldn't be bothered. My opinion. Yeah, they were. They were.
Hey,
Oh,
yeah, Michael
right.
did had kids, ain't it?
Huh?
Michael had kids, ain't it?
Oh, Michael has kids too.
Yeah, I was about to say, I thought I seen them when they had that service or whatever.
He has what, two or three boys and one girl. Two girls and a boy, two boys and a girl, three boys and a blanket. I don't remember. I think it's three boys.
How old are they now?
Oh, they're grown. I just seen a couple of them in Beverly Hills not too long ago. They're grown, like probably in 30s, 20s, late 20s, 30s. One is getting ready to get married. I think I think they would have been great if they used the prosecution and their witnesses, not just the accusations. Right. Yeah. If they used the prosecution. 3 children, 2 boys and a girl. Okay, I was just making sure. I knew it was something like that. 2 boys and a girl.
But yeah, we talking about like one of the biggest high tech police departments in the world. Like they come out with more. LA Police Department got more high tech stuff than any police department in the world.
Yeah. But
Like,
I mean, as long ago as that was, maybe they do now. But you know, back then, maybe not though, Montana.
what year that was?
Ooh, that OJ he did that or
Yeah,
that happened. Let me
yeah.
think. It was. If anybody know, put it in there. But I'm gonna Google it right quick. Right quick. When was October the 3rd, 1995. Paris Prince. What was his name? BG. But it was in 1995. So in 1995, there wasn't no like it wasn't no. I mean, it was coming. It was coming, but it
But
wasn't like it is today.
nah, it wasn't like it was today.
Yeah,
Today they advanced.
yeah, they advanced. Everybody getting caught up. Yeah.
Not even South Carolina, we behind.
Uh huh.
You know, we don't even have stuff that LA got or New York got or Chicago got.
Yeah.
And those the top three in the world.
That's crazy.
You know the little thing they got where if they get your fingerprint, they run it through the database and all that.
Uh huh.
And scan it and come back to a match like all that stuff you see on NCIS and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
That's how LA work for real, for real.
That boy said the whole 2005 trial was a complete joke.
So the trial was in 2005.
No, it was 1995. Well, 95.
No, when the murder happened, when the homicide happened.
Okay, let me tell you exactly when it happened, but he went to trial in October. Let me go back. It says the unaliving trial of O.J. Simpson, October the 3rd, 1995, 29 years ago. 1995, it was 10/3/1995.
So he was charged? What year he was charged?
He got found not guilty on that, but then on his other case,
No, yeah, I'm talking about on the case that he was found not guilty of what with the glove case.
it
What
said
year he was charged?
spanned 8 months from January 24th. Oh, it went from January 24th to 1995 to October 3rd, 1995.
Oh, so he went to trial. Oh, okay, he went to trial 8. Then it was 6, 7. Ooh, no
Yeah,
wonder he beat it.
yeah, that was a long time.
Yeah, no wonder he beat it because listen, when you on a trial for that type of case, that's why people sit for 3 or 4 years before they go to trial because it take just that long to prepare because you're going through everything of emotional discovery. You're going through
So
everything.
yeah, so she was unalived in 1994. The trial started in January of that next year to October. Oh, that boy was talking about the Michael Jackson. That trial was a joke. Okay, gotcha. I'm sorry. We keep crossing, so I apologize for that. But yeah, Nicole it was in 1994. And then trial started in January, lasted all year, just about. Yeah. So Michael Jackson's trial though was 2005. And he said he was saying that was a whole joke. Like I just feel like I was kind of confused during Michael Jackson's trial. Like I'm like, what? Say what? Now do what? And then I was like, oh dang, like I found out a lot of stuff about it. And I just was like, that still don't give me enough. Like some things was like, I was like, ooh, maybe. But then some things I was like, he ain't did that to them little boys. And then the moms was like, he was so good. Like we trusted him. He was like a father figure. Like it was crazy. So those were two huge trials. The Michael Jackson trial the O.J. Simpson trial was a huge trial. Um, yeah. So anyway, that was that on the Michael Jackson thing. We're gonna come back on. Don't forget, we're gonna go Friday, and we're gonna talk about Freestyle Friday. So don't forget, you guys, if y'all have any other topics that y'all want to talk about, let us know before Friday so we can do our little research and our little homework on it. So that Friday we can do that. So drop in the chat every day we go live before Friday and let us know if there's anything you guys know about, anything we needed to be talking about. Let us know. We will do that on Friday. That is why you should read. Yes, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna
And
get it.
also Saturday, come join us for game night Saturday.
And then Saturday game night, it's gonna be fun night. We'll
I
talk
need some more people to beat on. I'm tired of beating the same people.
about y'all come back and play this game so that Montana
Um,
feel like he's really gonna win. He said he tired of beating the same people. Didn't you lose, Montana?
I won everything.
You won. You lost the first game.
Right Sound Studios, she a op.
It's a he.
I mean, yeah, he a op.
Yeah. We don't know. I don't know what the game is for this Saturday coming up. We played I don't know what we did. Like it was fun though. You gotta come back.
What's the other lady name? The one?
Uh that you said that was against you.
Yeah, she a op too.
Beauty is me. Is that what
No, not Beauty is Me. Is the other one.
you're APC? Not APC.
No, if you say the name, I know what it is.
Oh, I can't remember. So we're gonna do we have a game in mind yet, you guys?
Can you like search the internet while you like share your screen while you're on the internet, like searching the internet web browser?
Uh-huh.
If do, I got it. I found the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire game.
Oh, okay. From first game. Oh, corporate luxury. Was it
Yeah,
corporate?
yeah, corporate luxury. She a op.
I don't know me forgetting nothing. I'm thinking who all was in there that night? Wasn't a lot of us though. But yeah, so Friday nights are always going to be our Freestyle Friday, which means we're going to be talking about other stuff, not just entertainment, the entertainment stuff, because we do that. But I'm talking about things that happen in the world, like people that are like kids missing, like police stuff, like all whatever. If you guys have a topic that you come across this week that kind of catches your attention, let us know and we'll go look at it and we can talk about it Friday. On Saturday, it's the trending. It's or what's trending in the entertainment world, what's trending in the news, and then at the end we'll start playing the game. And you don't know, we might just have a little gift after that. So we'll see about that as well. So whoever wins, but you guys come back and join us. Don't forget to give us the topics. What else we got?
Alberta, my new right hand man. She the only one agree with me.
You hear that, Bird? Let me see. What else I got before we go? I think that was all I have for tonight.
You heard me, Bird of Murder? Hey, Bird of Murder.
My guy.
I hope your phone just fall.
That's my homeboy. Let's see. Where's
You
that?
heard what I said?
You say?
I said I hope your phone just fall.
Shut up. That's my boy. That's my guy. Okay. So I saw you think who was gone? Oh, there she is. I saw out I wrote it down.
What's up, Bird of Murder?
August Alsina and his mate was at the LGBTQ event, and he has come out and said they are actually a couple. So I guess he's letting the world know. After Jada Pinkett, he went the other way, and he has a guy that they are together. So he let the world know, and they did go support the event out there. So also, Kirk and Rashida has confirmed that there is no threesome going on with Kirk's baby mama. If it was, they would just tell you it was, but that ain't what's happening. So get that out your mind. Tamar Braxton has admitted that she and Mendici are not a couple. So stop saying it. They are just friends, and he's just happened to be the leading man. But again, she's going to the farm. She quit, so you don't have to worry
We
about
don't believe you.
that. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. There is word out that the prosecution on the Diddy trial has come back and has asked for 8 years to give him. They're asking the judge to find him to sentence him to eight years. I don't know what this judge will do. Like I said, he's unpredictable. We don't know. It remains to be seen. But we'll be there October 3rd. We'll be there front and center watching. Not literally, but we will be there watching to see what the sentencing is. What else do we got? I think that's all I have for tonight. Anything else you got, Montana? Oh, wait. Tamar been posting, and people ask her in comments, what about the farm? Girl, they was like, what? They got a farm in Atlanta? Because she ain't going no farm. This how she get her coins, her voice, her music, she said she shelved the video, the new music. She ain't doing that. She going to the farm. Tamar is full of it. She will be out. Because that makes me think, because the Braxtons are supposed to be debuting. Is she backing out of the Braxton, or have they already filmed Braxton? Wright said that Diddy needs 18 years. Forget 8 years, he needs 18 years, is what he said. October the 3rd, we will find out his fate. We will find his fate.
And another thing, at least once a month, all the people in the chat, you seeing phases on Instagram are real, right? And whoever gets the funniest reel, the chat will vote and you win a prize.
So the Instagram is this. It's not phases. It's called. It is. So it's this one. So again, I didn't mean to make the mag capital, but it's the Black Link mag, and it has like a wine glass with my logo in the middle of it.
So reels that y'all think that are funny, send it to her, and we'll vote on who got the funniest reel.
So again, when you find a video, if you're just flipping through and you see a video that's super funny to you, send it to us. We're gonna play them, and we're going to number them, but we're gonna figure out which one gets the most laughs. You don't know. You might be a winner. You don't know what you might get. Tamar better fix Alberta. Tamar better fix her teeth. Fix her for her teeth. That somebody punched her in the mouth would have been her son.
And don't get me wrong, I got good taste, so I got some good prizes y'all would definitely love.
I seen one and I was like, "Ooh, I want to be in the chat. I want to win that." That was nice. But anyway, y'all, come join us. Like, we're gonna have fun on Saturdays. So we're gonna do the video Saturday too. How are we gonna do that? Figure that out.
We was gonna do the game Saturday, but we'll figure something out with the video.
Okay. So you guys go to Black Link Mag on Instagram, follow us there, but that's where you'll inbox me the videos that you think are funny. We will vote and see what the funniest is in the chat. But what our immediate thing is Freestyle Fridays, and then we're gonna have fun on Saturday. So,
I'm trying to figure out what we can do for a reel. Maybe a full tank of gas. You know, or dinner,
dinner,
a
coffee.
family dinner. If you got kids, you covering the kids too, not just you.
Yeah. And then we got maybe those that drink coffee in the morning on the way to work, maybe a couple of days of coffee. I don't know. We'll get creative.
We'll figure something out.
Yeah. So other than that, I appreciate again y'all being here. I appreciate you guys interacting in the chat. And it was a good night tonight, so I appreciate it. And shout out to Ray J, my homeboy, just because. Shout out to Cardi B for the dub she came up with today. I'm glad, I'm happy for her for that. Again, we'll be right back here tomorrow. I hope you guys will join us, and it'll be about 8:30-ish. We'll be on here tomorrow. Again, send us your topics. Don't forget to send your topics. Other than that, we can go tonight. I hope y'all have a good night, and we'll see y'all tomorrow. Montana, you got anything else?
That's it.
All right, y'all. Have a good night. Thank y'all for being here.
You too. I'm sorry I'm late, but you know,
It's
I had to.
Yeah, it's all right. Thank you for coming.
uh,
But we'll see you tomorrow, Montana. Thank you, Right. I appreciate it. I had a good night tonight. Thank you. See y'all later.